I have been doing this for at least 23 years, and I met someone early on in my career, and I think it goes hand in hand with real estate. David Shefsky, a part of Foundation Mortgage, he is a veteran in the business, and he's just a go-to for all my clients, friends, family that are looking to purchase something and need some kind of guidance with mortgages. David Shefsky, welcome.
Good morning. Nice to see you. Nice to be with you. Thank you.
We have a lot of questions for you today. We're going to jump right in. We kind of want to hear all that you want to share so that we can really have a leg up on our mortgage conversation. Shall we start with how things are going with interest rates?
Well, I think as everybody knows today with what's happening with the Fed, which just raised rates a quarter point at this last meeting, and another rate increase will be coming in March. I think everybody sees what's happening in the interest rate environment, and how, number one, how volatile they are, but they are definitely on the upward trend right now, and rates are up right now.
Do you see it affecting people's ability to buy, or do you think there's going to be a hesitation in the market?
I think the market, I think, well, number one, I think we'll look back a year from today and we'll think these rates are great. We get spoiled and we're used to a low rate environment. But I also think when we take a look 12 months from today, you're going to be very happy with the rates you got today. So it's all relative. And it's just, this is the interest rate environment that we're at today. And this is where people need to qualify at. And, for maybe some people that are qualifying for the first time or first time home buyer, it's definitely going to play into it. And it's something definitely we need to take into consideration. But that's not the only thing that they're going to qualify for on rates. They'll qualify with the homeowner's insurance. They'll qualify with the taxes. They'll qualify with the HOA. So that's just one part of it. And it's just something obviously that will play into it going forward.
I know a lot of my buyers are always interested in closing costs. They're so worried when they purchase a property. Colby, what are my closing costs? And I want them to know that. And I know you have a lot to say about that.
Well, closing costs always are part of it. We being a direct lender, people want to know, do we charge points? And we don't charge points. The process will start and stop in our office. So we're going to process it. I'll take the application. We're going to process it. We're going to underwrite it. We're going to close it. We're going to post-close it. We're going to fund it. So we have a lot more control over that. I don't charge points. I get paid when that mortgage is sold to Fannie Mae. I get paid 4 to 6 weeks down the road. So that obviously that comes into play if you're competing against someone that is charging points. We don't do that.
Say what that is, because let's just say a layman doesn't even understand what a point is.
Okay.
Just a brief, so someone that doesn't understand what you're saying, point, what does that mean to a buyer?
So a point would be 1% of the loan amount. So if somebody has a $300,000 mortgage, 1 point would be $3,000. And brokers typically charge that. Lenders do not. So there will be a big difference in that. So that obviously goes to the bottom line. Also, depending on which county you're buying in Dade and Broward, where the buyer is responsible for the title insurance, they're not in Palm Beach. So it's county specific as well. And that definitely comes into play in the closing costs.
Well, my question has to do with how much can I buy at this rate? Is that something that you can kind of tell me? I mean, I'm frequently shopping around, and I'm sure that Colby gets this question often. How would you kind of tackle that kind of question?
So what I do, I qualify somebody on payment. I will never tell anybody that they can buy a $400,000 house or a $500,000 or $600,000. But I know based on when I qualify somebody, and what we do is we give a Fannie Mae approval. I don't give you a pre-approval. I don't give you a pre-qual, especially in this market where Colby will vouch for it. Those things won't even get looked at when you're competing with cash offers, and buyers have so many offers to choose from. If they see anything that's a pre-approval, they won't even look at it. The closest shot that you have today to compete against cash is a Fannie Mae approval, because basically you have a commitment. So that is what I do. But going back to your question, how much house can I afford? You can have two $400,000 homes, but two vastly different payments, because one has an HOA, one doesn't have an HOA. One has a very high property tax because the guy bought it a year ago and it was never homesteaded, or maybe somebody's been in the house for 30 years and they're restricted to how much those taxes can go up. You can have thousands of dollars a year difference on the same $400,000 house. And that's huge when you're trying to get somebody approved, but that's what everybody qualifies on. So there's a big difference. So the way I like to work with everybody is to say, this is the payment that you qualify for. And if you can get your house in that payment, you'll close.
You see, Sarina, the one thing I want everyone to know, in my relationships are key in my business. David and I have a rapport. I met him years ago. He's like me in the sense where he holds the client's hand from start to finish. And in this business, you need that. They can reach him. It's not like he's going to pass them off to someone else.
It goes a long way. Colby, you and I just had a closing yesterday. It goes a long way, especially for people. And even if you've done it before, they want to have a comfort level. They get a feeling. We all do. We're all consumers. And at the end of the day, we want to do business with people that we feel comfortable with. How available are you? Somebody calls my office line. If it rings 3 times, it just goes to my cell. Colby knows he can literally reach me 24/7, and so can his clients. And we all know that most of these conversations take place after hours. They take place on the weekend. And it goes a long way, but they have to have a comfort level. They want to know that you're on their side. But the biggest difference that I have with my people is that, well, number one, they're referred to me. But when my clients call, they don't tell me what to do. They ask me what to do. And they know that they will never be steered in the wrong direction. Colby knows, just on a sidebar with refinances, how many people that I'll tell them not to do it, or I'll give them another way to do it where it doesn't cost them anything to accomplish the exact same thing. Because if I don't believe it's the right thing to do, I won't do it. I may lose the deal, but I got to believe it's the right thing. Same thing with the house purchase. I don't care which house somebody buys. I care that they buy the right house. I don't care which mortgage product that they go with, because we offer them all. We offer reverse purchases. We offer every product in the marketplace. And I don't care which one you take, as long as it's the right one, and you can't go wrong with that. And another thing that I do with my people, I always suggest to them to take a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle, and put down their wants and needs. I think it goes a long way in helping Colby in his direction for the homeowner. If they have to be in a certain school district, or if they have to have a 2-story, or if they have to be a north, south, east, west boundary, something. Especially, today, when everybody's time is so valuable and you don't want to be taking everybody in every direction. Got to fine tune that. And I try and convey that. And really, it's a relationship, it's a partnership, and it doesn't end when they close. I'm available 24/7 to my people after they close.
And how can people find you?
Well, they'll find me, number one, just with Colby referring them to me.
David, what's your email address? So people, if they're watching this and they have some questions, how can they get a hold of you? What's your email?
So it's dshefsky@foundationmortgage.com.
And we'll put your information in the information box below. And we're really thrilled to have you on today. I know we're going to be coming to you again as things are shifting, interest rates are shifting again. And of course, you're our go-to. So
well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the opportunity today. Nice seeing you both again. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Have a good day. Thank you.